quarter tonight. Allie LaForce. The NBA season just getting going. Fall is coming in full force. Brad, there's nothing quite like this time of year.
It's the best time of the year. And I'm chomping at the bit. I mean, every fan is excited and, of course, optimistic. You know, fans all over are excited to see the new faces on their team. So nothing can beat some good old basketball in the fall.
Let's check out the Stars starting lineup. Edwards out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Reed in at the four-man position. Well, Clark, we know what Bobby Portis brings to the table. He loves the ball.
Yeah, he does. And he does it with a smile, with great passion and energy. And we do know that he'll give you double-digit points, and he'll stretch the floor with his three-point shooting.
I need to stress something here. You're watching Naz Reid, the multi-purpose power forward center for Nashville, play against Rudy Gobert for Minnesota. Both of those men are unhappy. Gobert's unhappy in Minnesota. Reed is unhappy in Nashville. There have been rumors the past month, that they may go back to their respective teams. Gobert was with the Stars the last couple of years. Reed was with Minnesota. And the talks of the two gamers about that trade or about this situation is going on currently, and it was going on currently prior to this game today. Will something be done by Thanksgiving weekend? We shall see.
So,
and to show you some quotes, I can hear the guys talking about it on the comm. I don't think you can pull it up during the game. I think that's what they're talking, but they're talking about it.
Fan favorite. It's all about hard work with Bobby Portis. That's how he proved himself in this league and how he makes a difference night after night.
powers at home. This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Reed. Back to Mitchell.
Mitchell, recent acquisition.
4 on the clock. Here's Portis. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. Here's DiVincenzo. Rejected by Mitchell. Reed passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
I love Edwards.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Takes the 13-footer. Reed with the rebound.
What a great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Porter looks it over. Edwards finds Portis. Over Randall. Portis gets the bucket. Portis has got 5 now.
Slick moves inside by Portis to avoid the defense for the hoop.
Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 5-point game. gone by in the first quarter. Edwards can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Has to Reed. On the wing, Porter. Now Portis. DiVincenzo covering. Portis shot is off.
You know, this is what happens.
They had the mismatch they wanted.
Lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Fires from deep. Edwards pulls it in. Portis outside. Outside Edwards. Pass to Mitchell. Beyond the arc.
I've got he's the left.
Minnesota with the rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Mitchell finds Edwards. Buries it from three. Edwards has got his second bucket on the night.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Edwards. And banks in the lane.
Hey, he's so strong in the upper body. You're not going to alter Edwards' shot with just a little bump.
Outside Edwards. Back to Porter. Pass to Edwards. Here's Reed. Unable to get that one. Randall with some nice D. And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 4.
Oh, nice move by doing that.
Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
The kick out to Edwards. Portis outside. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now on this one.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And Minnesota has possession. It's a 5-point game.
Most of the arena was totally against them, but they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays. But, you know, the cohesiveness was
They were stifled.
These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Outside for Porter. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Edwards. Tries to drive. And Edwards slams it in.
We're going to lift off here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Here's Porter. And blocked by Gobert. DiVincenzo against Mitchell. And out of bounds. The Stars will have it. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Timberwolves.
4 games outside of the playoff spot.
The Stars with a lead. Pass to Portis.
They go here up.
Great D that time from Gobert.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done.
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Now Porter. No points yet. The leader. It's not going to go for him. And here's Minnesota now. And it's good. Walk through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line.
You know, a lot of people feel DiVincenzo, and he stayed in New York, the Knicks may have gone to the finals. Solid player. And I will tell you that Leonard Berry,
DiVincenzo, no good on the free throw.
Boy, the
I'll tell
upside
you what,
of
uses
DiVincenzo
exactly
has is obvious.
like
Now
the
it's up to him to
of course,
continue
just step out of
his
the
game
ball.
and keep getting better.
Middle lapse there.
The Timberwolves trail. He's guarded by Porter. Outside Edwards. Takes a three. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now a timeout called by the Stars.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over. And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And here's a look at some numbers for Anthony Edwards. So it's Minnesota now. Nice D from Reed.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender. And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Porter. Yet to see a basket. 4 on the clock. They need this. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Good work that time from Porter Jr., recognizing when it's appropriate for him to be aggressive and looking to score, and really getting better in that aspect of his game.
You know, the fighting spirit Nas Reed brings to this game is really something.
Yeah, I tell you, he's a guy that is dynamic and electric, plays with great passion, and has a way of getting everybody fired up. He's an injection of energy for his team and the buildings he plays in.
Now here's Reed. And here's Edwards outside. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2.
The two comes back and right there. Reed and Gobert. Well, a lot of people just think Reed's playing out of position that he should be playing the 4, which is where he's playing right now with Portis, with the addition of Portis. But even with Portis and Reed together, they have not been able to compensate for the lack of size that Gobert possesses. And then the other part of that,
the first free throw is good.
as far as the folks that follow the Stars, is the loss of Bradley Beal to the Clippers. They feel that that was a huge loss, because it made up, it compensated for the lack of size. Bill's ability to put the ball on the floor, create, and be the number one option. Now it's all on Kevin Porter Jr.
And he makes both free throws. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine.
That's why they went out and got Alec Burks.
Here's Milton.
Still going to help with that situation.
Shannon hits a big shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Back-to-back threes. Making their defense work on the perimeter a bit. Outside Edwards. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Porter, covered by Milton.
A shooter
for 3. They get it back. Now here's Mitchell. Tries again. Here's Reed. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter. Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. They're really playing with a lot of energy here at the start. They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get attacked. Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Here's Mitchell. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Connects on the foul line jumper. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Randall outside.
Jake Milton recently of the Lakers.
That's to Shannon. And they call it a single screen
on
the trickier plays the judge. Randall. But it would be hard to argue against the call. Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. The Stars trailing. Outside Porter. Mitchell, the pass to Porter. And here's Reed. Fade away. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Launches it. The Stars pulling the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. And the Stars with possession here. Here's Porter. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable. And the 3 off target. Portis outside. On the wing, Porter. Outside Edwards. Edwards has got 7 points. And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this. Here's Randall.
Another lefty.
.156 left in the first quarter.
Oh, man.
And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot him there. His size and skill set, Julius Randle can be a walking mismatch. To put a big man on him, he will blow right by him. Now, if he goes small, he'll drag him to the block. So when Randle is focused and involved, he is a monster to deal with. The first one falls. And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Porter against Milton. Pass to Reed.
Ooh, got him in the middle.
Milton with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Off the floor. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to train it. Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot thrown out.
The free throw drops for Clark. No good on the second free throw. Now here's Portis. Give him 8. Pass to Edwards. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we've got 1:18 left in the opening quarter. We get it again. Shannon's shot is off. Porter with it. Reed passes to Edwards. To the inside. And it's going to be a 3-second.
3 seconds. They had him in there earlier. He was in there wrestling with Randall. And they were just late getting him the ball.
Minnesota in the lead.
Minnesota has not used their bench yet.
Portis with the steal. Reed with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. He gets it in there. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
You know, for guys like Porter Jr., who really can score the ball, transition hoops are part of the package. That's easy money for guys like him.
And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kicks it out to Clark. This one's a 3. He buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Now here's
This is where Reed makes his money right here.
That's it go.
Oh,
But
man.
it's all flying.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Nice shot by Milton. 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
Stars playing for the last shot.
To the paint.
Oh,
Portis.
Nicely done.
Well-timed play that time by Portis. He's a low coming down here.
Porter with the steal. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack. And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And they keep it up. It could be a big night for them.
And they say small ball is on the rise. But you look at the MVPs of Lake Clark, a lot of superstar bigs.
Yeah, that's a great point, BA. I mean, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, with the floor space, I think it's freeing up everybody that has ball skills to be able to make plays. And a lot of these guys are north of 7 feet that are doing it. Whether it's off the dribble or pass and catch or knocking down mid-range and long-range shots, I think it's added to the versatility of stars in the game, the different positions where you can start from because of how the game is played now.
We've got Julius Randle. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. That's 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Burks, he's checked in for Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo shoots it from the corner. Again, the Timberwolves score.
If you watch Portis and
offensively here in the second period.
Randall underneath the back, man, they are going
now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line from there.
Porter able to throw the whistle there because he's such a dynamic scorer and playmaker. So.
First one falls for him.
You know, we've seen Kevin Porter Jr. play the 1-2 and the 3, and no matter where he plays, KPJ is a bucket getter.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Brad Silva can go there. He's just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, BA, I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high percentage shots that come to him naturally.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Hayward. Works against Edwards.
Oh, he challenged Rudy.
Here's Bo.
Yeah, they're missing some tough shots.
Now it's here from Allie LaForce.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, "Quote, I'm the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said,
Hurts challenging the admin.
He's real and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player. Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Outside, DiVincenzo.
Martin Jr. guarding right
Against
now.
Randall. The rebound by Burks. And the Stars with possession here. Outside Porter. Hayward outside. Pass to Bowl. Martin, so he hangs in there and tough shot right on the second chance points.
Whoa.
Martin's gotten his first basket of the night.
Let's equal height will go there.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot
Good to
goes
see
up.
Gordon Hayward playing.
And Hayward has got the ball here for the Stars. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
There's no
That's
way
not
that's
his
the
shot.
best look this offense can produce. Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking
Oh,
for
Randall.
a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there. He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Now a timeout called by the Stars.
You're hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking. And you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Jerome checked in for the Stars. The Stars trailing. Now Hayward. No points so far. To the middle. And finished off by Cole.
Hayward really an unselfish guy, willing to share the rock and get his teammates some opportunity.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Here's Randall. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
He's saying, you want a piece of this? Randall easily getting the better of that exchange.
Here's Jerome. Down low. Here's Bo.
Why did he change his shot? Who did he
He's
change?
in time from Gobert. Here's Edwards.
And then
Oh, hey, right there. Big time. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Now here's Burks. 4-point game. Inside. Martin misses.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And he played a stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I agree with you there.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from DiVincenzo. And the Stars with possession here. They trail by 6. Pass to Martin. Here's Hayward. Outside Burks. There's the 3. They grab their own miss.
That's a nice job anticipating that time by Hayward. Excellent position for that second chance hoop.
Now DiVincenzo. Gobert up top. Bull covering. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, Hayward with some nice D.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
From outside the arc. And the three-pointer going Hayward. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hayward, very reliable from deep now. You can't let him get his feet set and get comfortable from that distance.
Hayward's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Randall. And it's a foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And let's see what the Minnesota Timberwolves have coming up on Monday and then on Wednesday. And he makes the first.
0 wasted trips. They do a job at the line. One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Reed's checked in for Martin. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here come the Stars with the ball. Here's Jerome. Hasn't got one to fall yet. Reed, good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Releases. Another miss by Minnesota.
We gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in the coach game.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. The Stars making a switch here. Carter Jr.'s checked in. Up top, Hayward from the high post. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Nicely done by Porter.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1.
They're asking him this year to be more of a facilitator.
Good that time. He's got 5.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball this way on target.
Now here's Porter. Tight defense runner. Outside goal. Burks passes to Hayward. Back to Burks. Out to Hayward. The 3 is up.
That's the shot to
Fast break, Minnesota.
Dante alone.
And the finish on the break with the slam.
Since his college days, DiVincenzo really refined his handle. That's a sweet move right there.
Pass to Bull.
Oh, nicely.
Finish off by Bull.
That guy moves like a
Just
gazelle.
love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 13. Here's Gobert. Misses off the left iron.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Pass to Bull. Back to Burks. Now here's Hayward. Pocket 6. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Offensive board. Here's the second effort.
Rejected.
This is what Gobert is known for. His ability to slot shots away with ease. Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey guys, I know I'm stating the obvious.
They're fouling his own team.
An important 2 points considering how close this game
But it
is.
gives him no smile.
Take a break. Take a break. Freestyle.
That's good from Porter.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
So both teams changing it up here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Minnesota in the lead. Clark with it. Rejected by Bull.
Gobert with the cleanup.
By Burks. And the Stars with possession here. Hayward to pass to Reed. Hayward outside. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with the rebound. In transition, here they come. 3-quarter Outside bowl. From the corner. Good D by Clark. And here's Minnesota now to the left wing. Here's Shannon. He's got 7. Here's Gobert. Corner the pass to Burks. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The Bull
And a
Gobert
closer look at the
matchup.
hustle stats for the Stars.
They've not been passive at
So
all.
far, these have blocked each other's shot once.
Which resulted in a number of blocks.
Dillingham can't hit.
Also,
Hold the
coaching
rebound.
staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting.
Hayward on the move.
Hayward, good. And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
You were playing the first quarter, Clark.
The Timberwolves trail.
He hasn't been playing the early part of these games. Open the season. Now he's in the rotation.
Pulling the rebound. Hayward's got 4 rebounds in the game. From the words.
Hayward.
And it's good on the layup. Hayward's got 11 points in the quarter.
And their intensity has only picked
Thought
up
it
this
was targeting
quarter,
to get a little
even while
restless.
holding the lead. Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here
Reed.
in chance points in this quarter.
Golden opportunity there for the Stars.
Few possessions.
They have it. This is where they really need to be patient and get a clean look. They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
And the Stars with possession here. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Outside Porter. Works for 3.
Burks. No.
Goes back up.
Reed foul.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up.
Dillingham.
End of the line to shoot 2.
He made sure to get his money's worth on that foul. He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he drops it first. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Milton is checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for Nashville. Coffee comes in for Burks. And so he makes both from the line. There's a minute 26 left. Left in the first half. Gobert against Bull. The contact not enough to bother Gobert at the rim.
Gobert maintaining balance through contact, remarkable concentration.
Porter against Milton. Now here's Porter, guarding closely to the paint. Now it doesn't drop. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Gobert made him change it
Minnesota
again.
has possession. Rejected by Bull. 36 seconds left in the first half of this game. Down low, deflects the pass. Outside Porter. Coffee on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Julius Randle's checked in for the
Here,
Timberwolves.
Coffee has been in a little funk of late. That's just one example. Gobert goes out.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From downtown,
You just shot that over
Full
goal.
rebound. Reed's got 10 rebounds here tonight.
Stars going to get the final shot of the half.
And here's Porter. It's Edwards on the wing.
Edwards.
Gordon Hayward feeling it tonight.
55-52 Stars.
Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Leaves will let Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big action so far. A pretty close game for the Stars throughout the first quarter. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. And they turned it on during that second quarter, turning that deficit into a lead, playing with confidence. And taking a look at the Stars, Kenny, what did you see?
Love to see a team drive for those offensive teams. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this point.
How about you, Shaq? What do you think about Minnesota?
They're getting punished on the glass. With that big of a rebound deficit, expect them to be down even more. That being said, they can still win this game if they show more fight in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, the team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it. And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And the Stars, looking at who they've got, Kevin Porter is out there with Peter Coffey. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Nas Reed. And it's Bowl in at the 5 spot.
Even Timzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Here's Porter. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Reed passes to Edwards. Here's Coffey. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Bowl.
That's a new wrinkle. They brought Bowl out to the wing, to Gobert out,
Carrying the offensive
and
load.
back screen for Edwards to come out to the slot. That was nice.
And here's Minnesota now. 4-point game.
Bowl with the rejection.
By Bowl.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass. It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Open shot, Randall. They get it back.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, wasn't able to cash in.
Porter pass to Edwards. Here's Coffey. A 3-pointer off the mark. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Coffee.
And the basket by Coffey. Coffey's got his first points of the night.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 11. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards can't hit.
Hit me in a pair.
He did everything in his
Misses.
power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of
Edwards.
pride on what he does on defense. Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Minnesota with the ball. Trailing by 10. Looking to win the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Outside corner.
He didn't have his feet planted. And I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The Stars making a switch here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Bowl. Gordon Hayward comes in for Edwards. Burks, he's checked in for Coffee. And Jerome subbed in for Porter Jr. Jerome passes to Burks. Now Hayward takes the three. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to DiVincenzo from deep. It's hauled in by Hayward. Hayward's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Jerome. Shot is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Shot is good by Edwards.
Shortest and toughest triple on the floor. Edwards making it happen.
Clark, no question which end of the floor Rudy Gobert makes his biggest impact.
Yeah, he's a demoralizing defender. I mean, his height and his reach give him some significant advantages, but it's more than that. You don't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards just because you're tall and long. You got to have some toughness, you got to have some anticipation and timing, and the willingness to get that
Block shot.
They retain
Great
possession.
block.
Well, that's excellent defense from Hayward. He did a nice job challenging and got a hand on that shot as a result.
Pass to Reed. Here's Burks.
But Burks can't buy a pass.
Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game.
Randall.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time. Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
There's the AT&T 5G slam cam, capturing the moment. Now here's Reed. 10 points for him. Works for 3.
That's Burks.
Double to go.
Not the step back, not the on the move.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half. Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And Minnesota calls time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. We're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Gobert in the high post. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Lots of room. Again, the Timberwolves score.
And, you know, once Edwards flips that
Went
switch,
under
he
that
stays
screen.
fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Gobert against Portis. Out to Hayward. Let's go with a 3. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Well, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best to getting the shot for his teammate.
And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Portis Portis, right side. Back to Hayward. Fires the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight. Go Ashford. Offensive rebound. Shoots again. And a foul ball on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Alec Burks.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Stars?
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition. And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
The Stars making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
Now here's Porter. He's got 7. Burks passes to Portis. Back pass by Burks.
No way that pass is going to be too good.
For the tie. The Stars pulling the rebound.
Well, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
It's the best game Hayward's had, I think, all season.
Sneaky good athlete. He's creative and using his
Finally getting in the shape.
draw fouls inside.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
And the Stars with some changes. Bull comes in for Portis. And it's Coffee in for Burks. Cold shot's good from the strike. And Milton's got the ball here for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up and throw it down.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. And so it's Minnesota with it. Up top, DiVincenzo, guarded by Hayward. The score now all even. Randall's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time. I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Now a timeout called by the Stars. Well, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
But, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool them off.
He's checked in for Reed. Randall's going 5 for 11 from the field. Hayward outside. Here's Portis. Rebound by Shannon. And here's Minnesota now. Here's DiVincenzo. To the lead. Rejected by Bol. And he recovers it. Milton for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. And the Stars with possession here. Pass to Coffee. Back to Portis. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Portis has got 12 points.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Shannon, defended by Portis. Randall outside. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team.
Here's Randall. He's got 14. Outside Milton. 6 to shoot. No good on the shot. Solid defense from Bol. Milton's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Porter against Milton. Pass to Hayward. Rebound Minnesota.
Boy, he has to put that away. A solid opportunity. Gone around.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Randall didn't like
It
that.
was just hard to watch a player put the well-being of the opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flavor.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. A free throw drops for Randall. Second free throw, no good. Clark is checked in for DiVincenzo. So it's Minnesota now. Milton surveys the floor. That one falls. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And it seems like every team is looking for size and shooting out of the backcourt. Shake Milton fits that bill.
Yeah, you can't have enough of that size and shooting and versatility. Milton is 6'6", but he's got the wingspan of a condor. Excellent range on the jump shot. And I think he's steadily improving in other areas of his game.
That's good. Coffey's got 4 points this quarter.
Smart pass by Porter, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
That wasn't
So
nice.
it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They trail by 1. And out of bounds. The Stars will have it. Now Porter, he's got 7. It's Hayward on the wing. Portis, left side. Porter pass to Portis. Knocks it loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fast break, Minnesota. Hilton, the open look. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Hayward, the pass to Bol. To the middle. Now here's Hayward. He's covered closely. Outside Porter. For 3. Pure from 3-point range. Porter's got 10 points.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Now here's Milton. Soft touch off the glass. Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy two. The Stars with a lead. Outside Porter. Hayward outside. 4-3. Second shot opportunity. Up again. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had the chances. Came up empty. Milton with it. He's got 6. Over Porter. And he sneaks out, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Milton's got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Porter pass to Portis. Here's Coffee. Over Clark. And the
nice shot.
By Coffee. 6 points for him. Coffee's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. Clark outside. Driving inside. And the layup is good off the glass.
We have no answer defensively inside. Yeah, that's 4 straight field goals now if they will allow from point blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Porter. He's got 10. To the inside. Portis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Because Portis is an active scorer. He draws the D's attention, sometimes a little too much attention.
Free throw misses. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And that trip going up empty. Missing both. Clark outside. The lead has to Gobert. Gobert working inside.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Jerome passes to Edwards. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Cole to Edwards. Now Portis. Plenty of space. Good. Portis has got 14 points.
Great work collapsing the defense and kicking it out.
And here's Randall. He's got 15. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to win.
And we just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Stars leading by just 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Tight ball game. 85-83. Stars and no T-Wolves. Come on back for the fourth quarter.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
We talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery. And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. Going back to the fourth quarter, could have more action in store for us. Outside Edwards, pass to Portis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
The Timberwolves trail. And for the Stars, Mitchell out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Cole in at center, filling out the middle. It's hauled in by Portis. Here's Jerome. And there's the call. Portis. Illegal screen. That's what else for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward. Here's Randall. Ball bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now Edwards. Randall outside. The three. It's all in by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Back to Edwards. Portis outside. Jerome on the wing. There's the triple.
That's a shot.
And it's Gobert's rebound. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. And the shot goes in. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Outside Edwards. Here's Portis. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I think that's
Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back in. When he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And the first one at the line is good. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So he gets them both.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Edwards. Guarded by Edwards. Puts up a three. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. And that's a double-double for him now.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of this game.
Tipped away. And out of bounds. The Stars will have it. Gordon Hayward, he's checked in for the Stars. The Stars with a lead. Here's Jerome. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Edwards outside. Man, that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Got it. Good job at the low post.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game. You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Jerome. To the right side. Here's Carr. The offensive rebound. Oh, no good. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Edwards. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Here's Hayward.
Great ball movement on that fast break.
And, you know, this is what you like about Gordon Hayward. He can score from anywhere on the floor.
Minnesota has possession.
Out of retirement 2 years in a row.
Outside, DiVincenzo. On the take. Finish with 2 hands.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability. And agree with you.
Oh.
He plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket. It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Randall, right side. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish. He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Now here's Bold. Here's Jerome. Shot clock at 6. Hayward, the pass to Edwards. Over Edwards. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
And a game this snug, those guys
That's a missed opportunity right there.
They're going to switch here. Burks is checked in. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3. Edwards finds Gobert. Back to Edwards.
Carmen changed that shot.
showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender. And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Burks. On the wing, Burks. The 3 is up. A shot off that time. Good solid defense from Edwards. Over Hayward.
Hayward wants it.
Denied by Hayward. And they're on the run. Here's Bull. Oh, great D that time from Gobert. So it's Minnesota now. Edwards looking for an opening. Oh, they get a hand on it. To the paint. And so he draws the foul. And to the line to shoot it there.
Edwards dribbled too much on that.
Well,
That's why he really flat.
Yeah, he took a shot there.
Just try to give it that turn. That's good defense.
And it knocks down the first one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Reed's checked in for the Stars. Porter Jr. comes in for Burks.
It's a personnel matchup, chess match now between the two coaches.
Now here's Porter. Randall pulls down
Tough
the board.
shot.
Randall's got rebound number 8 now. Gets Edwards. And he drops in the layup. Edwards has got 17 points here in the second half.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Edwards against Edwards. It's Reed. Stop the drought. That was off. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Randall can't hit.
Great rebound by Bull.
Got 5 shots in 13.
And Hayward on the other end. And Gobert runs it out of bounds.
Outside Edwards. Fires from the line.
Edwards.
That one had the right spin on it. It's
17 for him.
good. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be
Randall.
fast.
No.
Randall can't hit.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered,
Oh, bad pass by Bull. You got a man right there to your right. You throw the ball away.
Edwards against Porter. And he got the whistle.
Terrible. Terrible.
He'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Like that big fella, don't dribble.
First free throw
Go to the door.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Edwards with it. And here's Porter.
Ooh, man, another layup.
Gobert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
4 points for it.
Good. The defense
Timeout,
so
Leonard.
much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
Now a timeout called by the Stars.
You could really see a squad players and saying, short timeout to give them a breather.
Present the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Well, I tell you, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
Portis, he's checked in for the Stars. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to hear the Stars coach going over their plan during the break. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Porter, right side Edwards. Portis outside. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. And yeah, it's good.
Finger roll.
He's got 12 points here in the second half.
In the fourth quarter, he's gone 3 of 4, and they really needed that efficiency.
He's guarded by Porter. Porter with the steal. Edwards against Edwards. Right wing. 5 to shoot. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And
Great block.
careening off the glass. Here's Porter. Reed controls the rebound and the putback. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Now here's Edwards. Fires from the wing. And right through it goes. Edwards got 34 points.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
An open look for Porter. Minnesota with the rebound.
I kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And of course, that one was just crazy.
The Stars trailing. And filled by Edwards.
Those long passes that they're trying didn't work.
You can see how Edwards has really developed and worked on his head.
This team wasn't making those kind of mistakes last year or the year before. It's a foul.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off. And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
That's good from Porter. Porter hits them both. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Randall. It's all in by Portis.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
To the middle. Here's Edwards. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Inside. Here's Randall. It's all in by Portis. Portis is Reed passes to Porter. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Portis for three. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him. You know, that's a long-range marker in his game. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot. He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy, buddy.
Now Porter. It's Edwards on the wing. The three. Six the trade. Oh, man. He's got 15 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown. It's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning. And not stopped.
Defensive rebound. Edwards. Oh, great D that time from Portis. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 6 on the shot clock.
Oh, he threw it away.
Steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run.
Wow.
About stepping up in a big way. Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Reed. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. 6 seconds separating the shot game. Gobert finds DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. And knocks down the three.
They have a relentless mentality. Even with the game in total control. And you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you got to treat every possession like it's supposed to be.
No timeout called by the Stars. They're behind by 5. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout. They're going to drop a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
teams deciding to change it up. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Oh, man.
That's within 2 points now.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence. Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Each team with one timeout left.
He's guarded by Porter. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
Minnesota calls to them out. They lead by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Once he got it inbound, that was it.
Outside, DiVincenzo. So it's a there.
What a heartbreaking loss for the Stars.
Out for the W. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job playing a good game.
The effort certainly was not wasting tonight. Thanks, Julius.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
What a heartbreaking defeat for the Nashville Stars, but a great nail-biting win for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And those fans stayed engaged in this game from start to how many times it was tied and lead changes. But what a great game. 112, 110. That's what it's all about. Our NBA 2K club is as close to a thing as you're going to get. 112, 110. Here's a look at the highlights. Ant-Man, 41 points tonight, 16 of 27. He was 3 of 6 from downtown, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Anthony Edwards. Yeah, one of the mistakes that the Stars made is those long length of the court passes that got picked off, skip passes that got picked off. You take away maybe 3 or 4 of those, and some of the shots that went in and out and the layups that they missed, they win this game. They were in this game. I don't think they had more than a 4 or 5, 6 point lead, until we get the stats of it. Just a tough loss, but I think it's going to help them in the long run. Down the stretch, they're going to learn to get the ball in the hands of the right people. I think Leonard Berry is still looking for that 5, that 5, that 6, those 8 guys to rotate. And once he gets that 8, he can start tweaking. He went to his lineup. He dipped into his bench a little bit more because he's just, they're searching for answers. But I think they're going to turn around. They're going to be all right. Julius Randle had 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Great job between he and Naz Reid and Bobby Portis. They were going at it, man. 5 of 16 tonight for Julius Randle. Yeah, they made him work for everything. He got a beautiful pirouette right there. Just outstanding defense by both squads. Dante DiVincenzo, 13 points on 5 of 13. He had 6 rebounds, 7 assists for Dante. New York's mistake, letting him go. He's got all the moxie that Minnesota needs, man. He's that third wheel that gets them going, kind of like Alex Caruso. Rob Dillingham with 12 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. He was just 5 of 13 as well as Dante. Dillingham, solid guard, solid player. Smart, makes good decisions. Shake Milton with 8 points, 7 points for Terrence Shannon. Rudy Gobert, 6 points, 21 rebounds. He was just 3 for 7. One thing about Rudy, he had John Ball to deal with. So the Stars, that's one thing. The Stars have somebody to match with him now. And I don't know what's going to happen with the rumor that he and Reed are not happy up on their respective teams. I don't know what's going to happen. What would you do? Well, if I'm in Minnesota's situation, if I'm in Minnesota's situation, I stand pat. If I'm in Leonard Berry and the Stars situation, everybody likes them too. You got to do something to shake the team up. And the one thing I can vouch for, and that goes for both teams. If those 2 guys are unhappy where they are, you need to move them because it's going to just affect the locker room, and eventually, the fans are going to get on it, and it'll multiply. It's like a virus. It'll just circulate right around the locker room, on and off the court. Those guys start resenting each other. They start resenting the coach. And once the coach loses the players, it's over. So you'd make the deal. I'd make the deal. Would you do it before Thanksgiving? That'd be my Thanksgiving gift. Happy Thanksgiving. Here's your ticket to the next to your new team. Oh, man, Mark Kinlock, cold-blooded. Rudy Gobert. What we're talking about is Rudy Gobert is unhappy in Minnesota. He wants to be changed. He said he'd welcome going back to Nashville. And Naz Reid for Nashville has been quoted as saying the same thing. He'd be happy going back to play with Ant-Man. Something's going to give. And this may have been a preview. Now, and I will say this. At this game, it has been discussed with the gaming controllers for both teams. So this could be the last game that those two play in those particular uniforms, at least in 2K. We'll see what happens by the end of this weekend. NBA 2K basketball, Saturday night. What a game to close it out. The final score, 112 to 110. Let's take a look now at the scoring for the Nashville Stars. Justin Edwards was just outstanding. 25 points in his 30 minutes, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 of 17 from the field, including 5 of 9 from downtown. Scooter, yeah, he wasn't his bag. Clark said it and all that. I think, you look back at some of the mistakes they made. That it's easy to look at the mistakes, like Mark did, and like you were saying. But what I like is what I'm going to do is take away the positive stuff. What did we do that was successful? They ran the pick and roll real well. They got away from that late in the game. That is your bread and butter late in game, the 2-man game. And I think Leonard Berry, he's got so many outside shooters now that those guys are setting up at the 3 and they're thinking, I got to hit this 3. And then the step back's not working. You can't do step backs every time. You just got to, cop that thing and fire, man. But I like Edwards. He can play. He's a 3-level scorer. He can score from anywhere, but he needs help. KPJ can't do it by himself. He had a good game tonight. He didn't have a good day tonight, I should say. He only was 3 for 13. Naz Reid was 4 for 11, and he said he's unhappy. Look at that photo. I don't know if he was trying to look hard there or not, but I would make the deal because I think there's another piece to that puzzle that's coming too. So we'll have to wait and see. The other Bowl brother has indicated he would love to play with his brother John. So I can see both of those guys. And, so there's 2 deals going on. I forgot about that. Phoenix, they're willing to deal Bowl. So Bowl and John Bowl, can you play them together though? And then what happens with Bobby Portis? So that, can you float him to the wing and move Edwards to guard? So a lot of interesting scenarios. We'll see. A lot of deals are made around Thanksgiving. We'll see what happens. Gordon Hayward had a great game tonight. Yeah, he did, man. 7 of 17, 2 of 8 from downtown. So he would tell you that's not a good line for him. Shot just wasn't falling, but he's just getting into shape. So this was the best output he's had this season. The most he's played too. Most minutes he's played, 25. He'll be all right. They just got to get some help in the backcourt and in that 4 spot, man. They got to get production out of that 4 spot. Bobby Portis, 16 points, 14 rebounds. So there's your 4 right there, 7 of 14. I like his game with 4 assists. Kevin Porter Jr., you mentioned, didn't have a good game, 12 points, 4 rebounds, just 3 assists. And Scooter, as you know, as a point guard, there are other things you can do other than score, and that's facilitate. He didn't do that tonight. He was looking not throwing shade, but just little things. They made little mistakes. They look back, those layups they missed, the wide open jumpers that didn't go down. That's where, again, those are the shots they normally make. Yeah, they do. Osprey had a double-double tonight, but he was just 4 of 11, 12 points, 13 rebounds. And John Bull, 12 points, 14 rebounds. I think this kid's ready to start, man. I think you start him because he's producing. He had 5 block shots. He was 6 of 13. He's giving you everything that he has. He's 20 years old. So imagine him, man, in 3 years. So get some people around him now. He could be your foundation. He could be the foundation of this team. But they got to get people around him, and they got to get somebody to protect him. You need that dog at that 4 spot. You know what I mean? You need that man child at that 4 spot. I think Cohen Carr has the potential to do that. He's just not getting the playing time at the moment. But he has that potential. Those two guys can come up together, John Ball and Carr. Now, if you get his brother and you put John at the 4, oh my God, you got that's twin towers back there. So we'll see what Leonard Berry does. Their general manager Dante Witt, one of the smartest guys in the business, man. And if anybody can get it done, it's that guy. So we'll see what happens. Alec Burke has 5 points. Mark Mitchell with 2. In 16 minutes, he only took 4 shots, just went 4. Kenyon Martin Jr. with 2 points. Cohen Carr just played 4 minutes. Ty Jerome, 12 minutes, 0 for 2, 3 assists. And Jordan Noor didn't at all today. Here's the numbers, final numbers: 45% for the Timberwolves, 45 of 101, 40% shooting for Nashville, 44 of 110, 10 of 32 is 31% from distance for the Stars, 33% for Minnesota, 7 of 21. Free throws, Nashville 80%, 12 of 15, and the Minnesota Timberwolves 15 of 19. 79%. Fast break points, Minnesota 26-18. Look at the points in paint, a 10-plus difference, plus 10 for Minnesota. 18-2 second chance points, Stars. So there's your positive, Scooter. You can take that. That's something positive to take away. Bench points, 43-25. So your bench is producing. Keep using your bench. Look at the assists, 31-30. That's most teams will take that. They out-rebounded Minnesota, 71-58, if you add those two. On the shot chart, 68-57. So if they have this game, this was a game for them to win. But they get, the turnovers. We're getting ready to talk about those 13 turnovers led to 13 points. That is the difference of the game. You cut those in half, you win this ball game. And a tough one. It was a tough one to lose on the run. And look at the time of possession. We hardly ever talk about that. They had the ball 7 minutes more than Minnesota did, which means they're running their offense. They're running the clock down. So I think they need to do more of that. Keep running the clock. Run your offense. You're a half-court team. You can run your fast break. They had 18 points off fast break. That's about right. With this team, that's about right. You run when the opportunity presents itself, but it's a tough win. It's a tough win. You give me that look. Would you make the deal? I'd make the deal. I like happy people in the locker room, man, because they're easy to approach. Some of your young players are looking at that. So you need that. That's what Bradley Beal brought. He brought that stability in there. Now he's been dealt to the Clippers. They don't have that. They don't have that go-to guy. Just give me the ball and get out of the way. Justin Edwards is turning into that guy. Kevin Porter Jr. is turning into the guy. But what Beal did for KPJ is he gave him the opportunity to flow freely. Now that he's handling the ball most of the time, that's not the case. Now, you could flip Edwards and put Edwards at the point, So Leonard Berry, he's got pieces to play with, man. I think they're just missing that one spot, missing that dog mentality in the backcourt and the dog mentality at that 4 spot. Would you start John Ball? I think I would look into starting John Ball. Yeah, I would look into starting. You can't teach height, Kay. You can't teach height, and this kid can play, man. He can play. You can lob that thing up there, and he'll go get it. So he's got people around him already. He's got, you got an Alex Burke who's a veteran. You got a Amir Coffey. By the way, Amir Coffey's been mentioned in trade talks too. So we'll see. Phoenix has been open to saying Bol is not untradeable. And, you know, if those guys want to play together, we've got several sets of brothers that are playing together. The Wagners in Cincinnati, you know, the Mobleys in Cleveland. So this is a brother act club and association. So let the brothers play together. I like it. You know, I like seeing, you know, look at what San Diego did with the, you know, with the Jaden and Jalen. So McDaniel, you know, the McDaniel boys, those boys are killing it down there. I think Jalen right now is in a little bit of a slump. Had one game where he came out of it, went right back in it. It's just something it's the mechanics are off there. He's just off. You know, his shot is just off, man. But once he breaks out of that thing, you know, look out, they're gonna be good. But yeah, man, put the balls together, let them play. Let's see what they can do. All right, that's Scooter Atchison, that's Mark Kinlott. I'm Kashan Rahman. Hey, 112 to 110, can't sneeze at that. Great ball game. Tough game, great game to win for Minnesota, tough game to lose for Nashville. Let's get out of here. A look ahead coming up.
Yeah, hey. Apparently they try to get him out the picture frame. Also back and down so many windows, scoring houses full of people pointing fingers. Little did they know it's gonna take more than that to bury me. Killing bills, feeling like a terrantine. We against the fit, that's not a fantasy. Look, hey, yeah, bottles and bottles. I'm talking little now. I speak to the mic and the table will follow you. Not in the circle, everything I'm letting you with a trinity of anything I put in you on the trizzy. With a feature relation, not understand, but I probably not do anything. Yeah, I hate falling out with it. I hate that I'm talking again. But you don't have no interest. The people that I'm in the middle for the hit you and all of them soft in the instant. That feeling my people will say, but I'm over and I'm maintaining the distance.
Ricky Radio, it's the biggest boss, that's the biggest thing. What? Yes, let's go. Top down, my free throws I don't miss. One teach my head back, my bad. I love this. I'm not playing that small talk. So rich, my forecast, anything else is suspect. Lay back, let's good, my nose up. Crossroads, I'm iced out. Them know my pull up. Check it out, so hold up. Jada Pinkett us hold up. Another little we on one. Right back with Cold Crush. I've been rich through research. Top down. Running South Beach, I move like. Know what I move like. Let you know if I move like. This is full name. Dark room, I'm iced out. Sunrise, just lights out.
Come on. City on fire when we come through with entire catalogs lighting up your memory. Remember 5 memorable moments. Cold with searching through my mind every time someone said remember me. Wrapped up the timeline strips and you won't find mine on the bench when the game's played. One player heard the wings was first sing from a bed in my heart with the pain played. Drive them legs, they say. You're doing too much, don't need supposed to strike on them. Most don't listen to the proverb that they care too much about the button putting lights on them. Out to the green, but the flower for the funds in the seed that we watering. There's for you to cruise out in the league, cause you know that we are what you need, get the order in. Sometimes you got to make it about yourself, bring the warrior out yourself. That do sit no while, don't doubt yourself. You can round about yourself. Sometimes you got to make it about yourself, bring the warrior out yourself. Bring the warrior out yourself. According to the friends, my mom and Florida. First time in people I've never been to Florida. Reporting it live in the wreck and it's good. But I'll be quick here. Warren don't drive, but Warren is. I already got rich and I brought some clear. One of my big gorgeous, too many 80s.
beekeeper. I'm a climate switcher. I just switch like this when they like to switch up. Hey.
Sometimes you got to make it about yourself. Bring the warrior out yourself. Let loose in the wild, don't doubt yourself. You can find around yourself. Sometimes you got to make it about yourself. Bring the warrior out yourself. Yourself. Bring the warrior out yourself. Yourself. Yourself.
Hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, my hitting everything, rolling off the stressing in that used to have to call connect. Now tassels on the Celine, now that I'm on the jet. I'm a land on that wreck, y'all still slide out the stretch. 320 a month, laps around the summer. Plumbing ain't no sunshine. Everybody father in the agua. Had the legs low, I had it. Just hit the wall. At minimum, I had 50 screws in the locker. Touch my mouth for drilling proper. I'm from the east side.
You know, the guys are talking now about Justin Edwards, or rather Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards had 41 points in this ball game, and they needed 41 points from him to put this game away, and they barely won. Really, Nashville should have won this game. They really should have won this game. They just made mistake. Rudy Gobert, 21 rebounds. And this guy is unhappy. I don't know if he's unhappy with the way he's being utilized. And by the way, Dante DiVincenzo, and I like that both he and Rob Dillingham had led an assist. Because that's 14 assists between those guys, between the two of them. That means they're sharing the rock, man. That's great balance right there. Look at the balance. But once you get past Edwards 41, look at the balance. 15 for Randall, 13 for DiVincenzo, Dillingham with 12. So you have 4 players in double figures. Now look at the Stars. I'm going to tell you why the Stars should have won this game. First of all, they put up more shots, 110 shots. They put up 9 more shots. Right? So you look at the shots, and then you go down and you look at turnovers. 9 more shots, 3 goes into 9 6 times. So at least 6 opportunities they had. I'm an analytics guy. 6 different opportunities. You can go back and count. You can either count 6 layups or 6 in and out. That's your number. That's 6 chances because of the time of possession. What's the difference? About 7 minutes. Take away the seconds. 27 minutes and 27 seconds. Minus the 20 minutes and 32 seconds time of possession for the Timberwolves, about 6 minutes. Six was their answer. And I think the biggest lead that they had was 10. Now look at the biggest lead for the Timberwolves, 6. Look at the steals for the Timberwolves, 6. I'm telling you, that's the difference. That's the difference. It's a tough loss. Let's look ahead now. The Stars are off Sunday and play Monday at Charlotte. That's not going to be an easy game either. Will not be an easy game for the Nashville Stars. So they've lost 2 in a row now after beating Cleveland on Tuesday night. They lose at Phoenix 102-88, and they lose a tough game. And Minnesota played a lot better than they did, I will say, than they did Thursday night in Phoenix. So they're off Sunday, playing Monday night at Charlotte. Then they play, it's a home and home. So I think that's going to be a day game. I think that's an early game. It is an early game because it's also the week of Thanksgiving. So a lot of school's going to be out. So a lot of afternoon games coming up on Monday. You're looking at Monday's schedule. You see that New Orleans San Antonio game? That's a day game. That Detroit game? That's a day game. Those are all day games. Charlotte will play in prime time along with Golden State and Seattle and Cincinnati. The Stars' next game was at Charlotte, and then the home and home, so a day off, and then they play at home against Charlotte in Nashville on Wednesday night, and then host the Jazz. Utah comes to town on next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. The Bol trade, at least the trade talks about Bol. So that's Nashville. The Timberwolves now, their schedule looks this way. They're off on Sunday. They host Oklahoma City on Monday. That's going to be a great game, man. Ooh, SGA against the Ant-Man. Can't wait to watch that. And then they play at Orlando on Wednesday. They host Miami next Saturday, and a week from Sunday, they'll be in New Orleans. And that's it. All right, Sunday schedule coming up, preview, and then we're out of here. Again, today's scoreboard brought to you by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, it's the real thing. Other games in Toronto, game seen here earlier. The Raptors defeated the Pistons 102-89. Look at the first and second quarter defense the Raptors played on. It was 51-29 at the half in that ball game, led by the Raptors. The leading scorer was Scotty Barnes. He had 31, 10 and 4 for the Raptors. For the Pistons, Ron Holland with 20 points, 5 rebounds. 102-89 Raptors with the win. They're now 5-6. The Pistons record is even at 7-7. In LA, the Lakers routed Cincinnati. Darvin Ham back in his old stomping grounds. The Lakers with the easy 133-105 win. Lakers are now 10-0. The Lions are 2-8. Luka Doncic, 19.7 rebounds, 8 assists. AJ McCauley, 19 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for him, 4 assists. LeBron James, double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 16 for Craig Porter Jr. To lead the way. The Lakers placed 7 players in double figures. Leading scorer in the whole ball game, and for Cincinnati was Bones Highland. Nashawn Highland had 21 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. However, the Lakers won at 133-105. At the Target Center in Minnesota, here, the game you just watched, 112-110, the Timberwolves hold off the Stars, who couldn't hold the 6-point lead late in the game. Anthony Edwards, 41 points, leads the way for the Timberwolves, and Justin Edwards, no relation, 25 for the Stars. That wraps it up. Let's take a look now at Sunday's schedule. Sunday, November 23rd, NBA 2K basketball. It'll be the Phoenix Suns on the road. Devin Booker looking at Donovan Mitchell and company at Cleveland. They're 6-6, Cleveland 7-4. After that, you'll see the Boston Celtics 7-4 against the 5-5 Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie Irving and company lay in wait. The 76ers, finally at 500, will host the Seattle Supersonics led by Kevin Durant. KD averaging 28-9. Tyrese Maxey averaging 28-6. They're going to go at it in Philadelphia this afternoon. The Utah Jazz are on the road. They have a record of 6-7. They're playing at Chicago. They're 6-6. Sacramento Kings go on the road against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. The Kings are 4-6. The Grizzlies are 4-6. So that should be a pretty even match. The struggling Milwaukee Bucks with the record of 3-11, in spite Giannis Antetokounmpo's averaging 30 points and 11 rebounds, will play Zion and the Pelicans tonight in Nowlands. The Pelicans are 7-6. The Knicks are on the road, 6-7. They play in one of the toughest places to play, the Colorful Ball Arena. Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic lie in wait with a 10-3 record. And finally, Oklahoma City will play the Lakers tonight. That should be a great primetime game. SGA in the house against Luka Doncic. Jalen Duren, you see there's leading rebounder for the Lakers, but he's out hurt. He's injured, so Khalil Ware will be starting at the center spot. The Clippers 2-10 on the road tonight. They play at Portland. The Blazers with a 6-6 record. The Washington Wizards, 4-7, led by Chris Middleton, will play Trey Alexander, and the newly relocated Tampa Bay Sharks, formerly Virginia Beach Storm. The Sharks will be at the beautiful Marriott Arena in Tampa Bay tonight. And the Houston Rockets, 6-7, will play the Indiana Pacers 7-5 in Indy. And the San Diego Surf clash with their expansion rival, Las Vegas Outlaws. The Outlaws 8-3. Trey Mann is hurt, so we'll see how that goes. And they also have their point guard out, the Surf, CJ McConnell. Should be an interesting ball game coming up tonight. 10-3 are the Surf. The Orlando Magic on the road, and Pablo Montero 24-1 at Trae Young's Atlanta Hawks. Kristaps Porzingis too, leading rebounder. The Hawks are 5-6. So here locally in LA, you will see the following games: Phoenix at Cleveland to kick it off. You'll see the Celtics. And by the way, that game is coming up soon. That's an 11 o'clock game at Cleveland. 1 o'clock game in Philadelphia today, also Seattle. And the Utah Jazz playing in Chicago. But the games you'll see locally in LA, you'll see the Phoenix game, you'll see the Seattle game at the 76ers. Some of you will see the Knicks and the Denver Nuggets. Everybody will see the Lakers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the Blazers will host the Clippers at the Jack in the Box Arena. I love that. Jack in the Box. Man, they get free tacos now. He gets free tacos from Jack in the Box. Tampa Bay, you'll get to see that game tonight too. Tampa Bay 4-9 against the Washington Wizards. That's a winnable game for them. That should be fun to watch. Indianapolis, that's going to be a war right here. Indy with Siakam and Halliburton and Green and Sengun and Freddie VanVleet. That's going to be a good game right there. Houston at Indiana. I wanted to see this game. Las Vegas and San Diego. What do they say? Coca-Cola Arena is the loudest arena in the 2K. We'll find out tonight, man. That's going to be a great game. And the Atlanta Hawks tonight, Orlando playing in Atlanta. So our network of teams, you will see Seattle in its entirety. You will see the Lakers game in its entirety. You will see the Tampa Bay game in its entirety. You will see the San Diego, Las Vegas game in its entirety. We'll have look-ins also. I don't know about the Dallas game. That game's going to be live, so you get to see that game. That's coming up soon. So those guys are going to start early. There's some football coming up too later today. More about that a little bit later. We hope you enjoyed NBA 2K basketball. This is KR Entertainment Sports.